Hey everybody, welcome to the show, 2B. Now on today's show we're going to be doing a little bit different. I know I apologise for saying that we were going to do that Lego Shield Lola video with that Lego one with the Agent Coulson figure. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. It's hard, I got mixed up in all that with the Nintendo Switch coming out and with a lot of stuff that got cancelled, like Good Game as I did a couple of weeks back. But I promise that I'm going to slowly bring out videos as fast as I can. So, without any ado, roll titles. It's the news! And let's talk about Injustice, because Dr. Fate and Firestorm both got confirmed. And I'm just saying, this roster is getting much better. Thank God that they're doing characters. I mean, I don't want Scorpio in it. I think he should be staying to the actual Mortal Kombat. Because this is a superhero. Yes, I don't care about it. I like just the heroes. There should be heroes and villains. But without further ado, let's move on to the next. And it looks like the Switch has become one of the #1 best-selling console here in Australia. Because I've played it, my God, this console is amazing. I'd love to do a review on it, but sadly, due to copyrights, I don't know how to do that. So let's move on to the next part of the news. The next part of the news is still staying with the Switch. There are rumours, I wish it was true, but I don't think it is, that Overwatch might be coming to the Switch. Which is a really good idea. If they have an offline mode where you can play with people around you or team with you, that would be really good. And they could even bring in a campaign. But that's asking a little bit too much of Blizzard. But anyway, that's the end of the news. Moving on to Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh my God, this game was amazing. I know I say this about every game, but just playing this without it, but you haven't got a PlayStation Pro, this game looks amazing. This game is set not in the prehistoric era, but after. Technology has taken over Mother Nature and has won. Therefore, humans have reborn back to the medieval. This leads an outcast that you play. I can't remember her name, I really apologise for that. The story, you try to join the tribe, only to find out that this other tribe kills you during the initiation, let's just say. Also, you find this thing called the Focus, which allows you to see and peg enemies in the wild. This game is really good. There are a little bit more mechanics that I didn't know about until I started playing with the skill tree. The skill tree is interesting as well. You have to have this game if you're a PlayStation owner. It's got stealth mechanics, you can go in for those. It's even got a skill tree and a dialogue wheel. So what do I give Horizon Zero? Well, I give Horizon Zero Dawn 9 out of 10. Now let's move on to a little discussion, shall we say. Let's go on and do a little mini review of the Doctor Who trailer for Series 10. Now, if you haven't realised, I am a massive Doctor Who fan. As you can see, not by that, but by all this Doctor Who Big Finish memorabilia, as I have stated a mountless time. I have found Big Finish last year when there was a dark year of no Doctor Who whatsoever. We had the spin-off series Class, which I probably am the only one who liked it. There are a couple of episodes where it's filler. But anyway, let's move on to the trailer, because the trailer has Nardole, obviously, Bill. It has Paul Mackey playing Bill, and our old favourite, Peter Capaldi. This trailer just shows how fun, it's how glad to see Doctor Who back. We see the Ice Warrior, where everyone's saying it's a female Ice Warrior. Yes, it could be the female Ice Warrior, but I think it's the controller from the Paladon episode with John Pertwee. You remember the controller? He had that funny looking hat. I think it's the controller, because they did say that the controller of the controller of the Ice Warriors would be back. And the Mundas Sardin, the 10th planet, is my favourite episode. As soon as we get to start reviewing Doctor Who episodes, that is one that's going to be on my list. The 10th planet, yes, may be a black and white episode, and it may be the first ever appearance of the Cybermen. But I just, that face, If I put in after post-production, that face is terrifying. Seeing Cybermen, they had hands, still had their hands from human hands. That was creepy having, it was just, and they talk like this. Yes, they may talk like things, but they upgraded their voice to sound like that. But we should move on to we got the Daleks, we got this person who thought the Flood, she's actually in the Dalek episode with the Llewellyns. Missy, judging by the promotional stuff that they've had with them, Show Gallez, it looks like she's going to be in the final, and I'm just like, no. This just means that all the Cybermen, including the Mondasian Cybermen, are just going to be eye candy. And I don't want that. I want the Mondas Cybermen to take all the Cybermen and get rid of them and have the Mondasian Cybermen back. They are saying that this is going to be the genesis of the Cybermen, but I will tell you right there and then that the genesis of the Cybermen has already been told on a Big Finish audio called Spare Parts. This was a failed Doctor Who story from the Fifth Doctor's era that they decided to stop making as a TV thing, and the people at Big Finish decided to use it as an audio. And I just think this audio is incredible. I won't go into spoilers during it because I really want to do that as a review as well. But anyway, we should probably move on to our next review, which is the Red Dwarf season final of episode 11. Yes, after 6 episodes, we have finally come to the last episode of Red Dwarf. Probably you were saying, oh, we don't like Red Dwarf. Well, I do. So let's move on. It first turns out with Rimmer and Crichton both talking about leaving his personality on this machine. He's, oh, is it going to hurt? There's a little laser prick. And he's out the door. As soon as that happens, they open and turns out that they're in Starbug. Lister has fallen asleep with the alarm, saying, oh, what happened? Oh, guys, what's happened? Oh, you've given me all this food, dessert, all that, and what, you think I can sleep like that? And it turns out that they actually find a ship which has got this droid, which looks like the one from the Rings of Akaten Doctor Who episode of Matt Smith era, which is a little theory that I think that Red Dwarf and Doctor Who are connected. There are little clues within the shows, TARDIS on Red Dwarf, that robot from Akaten in Red Dwarf. I'm just saying. But anyway, keep moving on. They kill that by distracting the robot with a dictaphone, which is a recorder. And but anyway, they move on to the south to find a female cat. Cat is livid. He finally found a female cat. So you know what a cat and a female cat would do. I'll move on from that. But they move on, and then they find out that the female cat isn't a female cat. It's a polymorph from series 3. And this was incredible. It was a polymorph from series 3. We're bringing back a classic monster from Red Dwarf. There you go. Red Dwarf can also bring classic ones back and make it fun. To find out that the polymorph had sex with the cat so that it could impregnate him with the eggs. And it just felt like Alien. Yes, the alien didn't have sex with it, it impregnated him on the face. But anyway, we should move on to the next bit where the guys find out that we need to cut them out of cat. Only to find out that the polymorphs have morphed into tumours, thinking that they can disguise themselves as tumours. They can't do it that way, so they have to do it the old way. Giving birth through God knows where. But as soon as they come out, they start disguising themselves as rubber balls, boats, pineapples. God knows how that happened. And then they try and, after they've all been born, they try to flush them out of an airlock. But they try to disguise themselves, this time as like puppies, kittens, hedgehogs with top hats in a trolley. But then the cat says, look, can I do this by myself? Cat says, can I do this on my own? These are my kids. Only to find out that they've left a toxin inside a cat that lets them mind control him until eventually they're mature. So the group then finds out, well, why don't we try to trap them by putting them in the diesel decks, closing off all heat from the ship. That lies the polymorphs will have to come there. So they do that, they come down, they get rid of Lister's emotions so that the polymorph doesn't absorb any emotions, because that's what the polymorph does. They feed off emotions. And so they get the cat is being mind controlled by them, and then Crichton says, well, we must keep an eye on each other. Till eventually they start losing each other, and then they start fighting each other to find out that there's 6 groups of them. And then they say, oh, well, you could be the polymorph. No, you could be the polymorph. And that just felt like the thing to me. This is so good having references to movies in it. But anyway, they try to head up to the science room, only to find out that the cat has now woken up from that juice inside of his head. Then they go up the elevator, it opens, and there's the cat with 2 guns. And you go, doo, 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 doo. How did you know which ones were the polymorphs? A mother always knows. And that was the end of the episode. Now, this isn't the end of the series. This is Series 11 all done and dusted. But Series 12 is being filmed, probably as we know. We don't know. But I should probably rate this before. I'm going to give this Red Dwarf episode, the final one for 11, a 9 out of 10. Yes, it was, but I still enjoyed it. It was polymorphs. Classic monsters from Red Dwarf. And then that's it for this week. Goodbye.